Hello students, today we are going to start with chapter 3 Plant Kingdom of class 11 Biology. In biology we are going to start with chapter 3 Plant Kingdom, and in that first of all after hearing the term Plant Kingdom, what first thing that comes in your mind is कि Plant Kingdom कहीं तो सुना हुआ है. That is, you are going in a right direction. You have already studied about this in brief in class 9th and in class 11th only in chapter 2 biological classification. So to make you revise, there were few scientists who gave in series different classification system. Like first it was of 2 kingdom classification, then 3 kingdom, then 4 kingdom, now 5 kingdom. So the most accepted kingdom was this, not kingdom but the classification system, that was 5 kingdom classification, which was given by R.H. Whittaker. So R.H. Whittaker in 1969 divided the organisms, including all the organisms like plants and animals. So he considered all these organisms, and considering this he gave 5 kingdom classification. That is Monera, it is the first kingdom. Second kingdom is Protista, third is Fungi, fourth is Plantae, and fifth is Animalia. So today, from in this chapter, we would be more focusing on this kingdom, that is kingdom Plantae, or you can refer it as plant kingdom. Okay, the chapter's name Plant Kingdom. So after referring to the name of this chapter, after recalling the 5 kingdom classification, we have also studied some characteristics of this classification in chapter 2. So in this chapter, kingdom Plantae, kingdom Plantae, or you can say plant kingdom, what all organisms would be included in this kingdom? Obviously the ones who are having the characteristic of plants. What are the basic characteristic of plants? Like having leaves, stems and roots, having green color, if they are having chlorophyll, because of chlorophyll, cell wall, these are the basic characteristics that a plant must have. Or if you want to inculcate any organisms into this kingdom, that organism should have some basic characteristics that a plant should have. Okay, now so there are also organisms which are possessing, even though plant characteristics, some of the plant characteristics, they are not included in Plantae. So there were many controversies and debate against which organisms would include it in which kingdom. Luckily you are lucky enough to you are not involved in these kind of debates. They have already resolved, and many of these, like earlier, few species of Monera, Protista and Fungi were included in Plantae only. That is the 2 kingdom classification. The 2 kingdom classification was Plantae and Animalia. Kingdom plant, kingdom animal. So दो kingdoms थे, and these Monera, some species of Monera, all Protista and Fungi were included in Plantae. Why? Because they were having cell wall. But when we move down to more characteristics, we move down to observe more characteristics among these species, we come to know that these are not exactly plant. So according to the characteristics possessed by these organisms, we differentiated and we put into, not we, but this Whittaker put these organisms according to their characteristics, most suitable characteristics, and now some species of Monera, Protista and Fungi, they are different and are not included in Plantae. Similar in case of cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria is also known as blue-green algae as studied in chapter 2. Now this blue-green algae is no more algae. Why? Why this is not algae? After hearing the term algae, it should be included in algae, and algae is included in kingdom plant. So why not cyanobacteria is included in Plantae? Why it is included in kingdom Monera? Because it is having major characteristics of that of kingdom Monera, and kingdom Monera mostly contains what, or mostly includes which kind of organisms that are having characteristic of bacteria, the microorganism. Okay, so cyanobacteria is one was the example, like cyanobacteria should be included in which kingdom, either plant kingdom or kingdom Monera. So you can now the debate is resolved, as most of the characteristics possessed by cyanobacteria is similar to that of kingdom Monera and not kingdom Plantae. Okay, so this was the 5 kingdom classification. Some debates were there, but they are resolved, and accordingly 5 kingdom classification mein we would be discussing one kingdom in much detail. So again, if I have divided kingdoms, now I would be dividing a single kingdom, that is kingdom Plantae, further into 2, that is Cryptogame and Phanerogame. What do we understand by Cryptogame? So whenever whenever a term is having prefix as crypto, that means hidden. So obviously this would be opposite. Phanero, that means visible. And then what is visible? What is hidden? So that is nothing but game is coming from gametes. है ना? Game is coming from gametes. So there are 2 kinds of plants, Cryptogame and Phanerogame. In case if I talk about Cryptogame, these are those which are having hidden gametes. These are those which are having visible gametes. Okay, we moved on to further detail. Like Cryptogame are further divided into algae, further divided into bryophytes and pteridophytes. So in this whole chapter, we would be studying about the general characteristics of kingdom Plantae. In that, we would be more focusing on these plants in detail, like algae. So its general characteristics, its types like Chlorophyceae, Rhodophyceae and Phaeophyceae are the types of algae. We would be focusing on that in detail, their characteristics. Like in case if we talk about algae, these are the types. Chlorophyceae, that is green algae. Since chloro, that means chlorophyll, that means green. So green algae. Kyun green algae? Which major pigments are involved? What is the mode of storage for food in these kinds of algae? So there is different aspects we would be studying in this algae wala topic. Apart from this, if we right now want to differentiate all these plants, how can I? So on the basis of their different types, like algae. Algae is included in Cryptogame. It is having hidden gametes, but it is having different types like Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, Rhodophyceae. Okay? Now, these are not having embryo stage. So what are you able to recall? What is embryo? After the fusion of gametes, zygote is formed. But they are saying zygote does not divide further. If zygote divides further, what does it lead to the formation? It leads to the formation of embryo. If zygote divides further, it leads to the formation of embryo. But in this case, in algae, zygote does not divide further. Therefore, no embryo stage. Also, these kind of plants do not have vascular tissues. Now, what tissues would be included if I say vascular tissue? If you move down to most complex one or the most common one, that is xylem and phloem, already studied in class 9th also. है ना? So xylem and phloem, complex vascular tissues. इनके underdeveloped वाले tissues भी which are involved in conduction of water and food from one part of the plant to another part of the plant, or from the soil the water and minerals are carried to the different parts of the plant, है ना? So all these function is done by the vascular tissue. In algae, vascular tissue is absent. That means conduction would be taking place through either through the body absorption, okay, or diffusion, osmosis. These processes would be involved. Surface phenomenon would be involved in the case for exchange of water, food and gases. Since vascular tissue is absent, okay. In case if I talk about they are having thallus, or you can say thalloid body. What do you understand by the term thallus? Thallus means these organisms or these plants are not having leaves, roots and stem. That means that body is not differentiated into leaves, roots and stem. You can consider these as branches. You can consider this palm as leaf of a plant, and you can consider the legs as roots. So no roots, no leaves, no stem. So these algae are neither having embryo stage nor having vascular tissue, also having thalloid body. That means they have no root, leaves and stem. Their body is not differentiated. It is a mass of cell. You can consider it as like this. So this was all about algae. A brief introduction. We would be studying its general characteristics, the characteristics of these types of algae, its importance. So we would be studying in detail all these in this fashion only, like general characteristics, then characteristics of the types with examples, and then we would be moving down to importance. Okay, in this fashion we would be moving for each type of plant: algae, bryophyte, pteridophyte. Now in case if we talk about bryophyte, similarly there are again 3 types of bryophytes: liverworts, hornworts and mosses. Here embryo stage is present. In algae, embryo stage was absent because zygote was not dividing further. Here zygote is dividing further, therefore embryo stage is there. But there is again, similar to algae, absence of vascular tissue. Next, it is also having, like algae, it is also having thalloid body. So what is the basic difference between bryophytes and algae is, algae do not have embryo stage while bryophytes have embryo stage. What are the similarities between algae and bryophytes? Like algae have thalloid body, both. I mean, if we are talking about similarities, since algae and bryophytes, if we talk about similarities, both have thalloid body. That means they have not having leaves, roots and stems, and also they do not have vascular tissue for conduction of water and food. Next, moving down to pteridophytes. Pteridophytes are also included in cryptogams as bryophytes and algae. Pteridophytes, the types are 4: Coelopsida, Lycopsida, Sphenopsida and Pteropsida. Okay, we will be discussing them in detail when we would be specifically talking about pteridophytes. Okay, in case if I talk about their characteristics, pteridophytes, how can you have the basic introduction regarding pteridophytes? So the first point is that they are the first plants. See, this is a key point. They are means pteridophytes. They are the first plants to have vascular tissue. We are moving from from left to right. If you are moving from left to right, you observe that there is development in the structure of these plants. That means we are moving evolutionary, है ना, from history to future or to present, है ना. So algae and bryophytes, algae do not have embryo stage, bryophytes had embryo stage. Now if we talk about pteridophytes, they have embryo stage also, they have vascular tissues also, they have true roots, stems and leaves. That means their body is not thalloid, their body organization is not just a mass of cells, ठीक है. So they do not have thalloid bodies, instead they have true roots, stems and leaves as a plant body has. Okay, so this was about pteridophytes. So I hope this cryptogamy is clear. Cryptogamy includes 3 algae, then bryophytes and pteridophytes. Algae, no embryo stage, no vascular tissue, having thalloid body. That means no roots, stems and leaves. The body is not differentiated into roots, stems and leaves. In case if I talk about bryophytes, they have embryo stage but they do not have vascular tissue, neither they are having roots, stems and leaves. That means their body is thalloid, thallus you can say. In case if we talk about pteridophytes, they have embryo stage, they have vascular tissue, means they are the first plants to have vascular tissue, and they have true roots, stems and leaves. So this is how you can see there is evolution takes place, there is development in the structure of these plants, and we are moving from left to right towards the development. And now in case if we talk about phanerogam are divided into 2, gymnosperms and angiosperms. In case if we talk about gymnosperms, what do you understand by the term or the suffix gymno? Gymno means naked, and sperms you are already identified, or you are already aware of it. In case if we talk about angiosperms, it is something related to flowering plants. All flowering plants are included in angiosperms. So in case if we talk about gymnosperms, gymno means naked, sperms are there. Here flowering plants are involved in angiosperms. Gymnosperms are further divided into 3: Psychedopsida, Coniferopsida and Metates. Here in case angiosperms, they are divided into 2, which you are already aware from very junior classes like dicot and monocot. Now there is phanerogam. I hope it is clear. Okay, gymnosperms, angiosperms we would be studying in detail. This was just a a summary or a brief for what you are going to study, what things you are going to include in this chapter. Okay, you are going to study about these all: algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms one by one. Okay, so we would be starting with most underdeveloped, and we would be moving to most developed plant, topic wise topic, one by one. Now here you see, you can also from bryophytes including pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms, you can call them as embryophyta. You can call them as embryophyta. Now why? Because embryophyta. Why you can refer these bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms as embryophyta? Because these all are having embryo as one of their stage. So plants having embryo stage. Phyta means plants. Phyta means something referring to plants. So plants having embryo stage. So these all are included: bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. In case if I include only this, from pteridophytes to angiosperms, so these are referred as tracheophyta. Can you guess why pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms are referred as tracheophyta, not bryophytes and algae? Bryophytes and algae are not included in the the topic or the term tracheophyta. So this is because tracheo comes from vascular tissues. So the plants having vascular tissue, since pteridophytes के बाद वाले जो भी plants है, they are all having what? Vascular tissues. So pteridophytes were the first to have vascular tissue. After that all the plants were having vascular tissues. ठीक है, further development took place in the vascular tissue. So all these vascular tissues, meaning the plants possessing vascular tissue, are included under Tracheophyta. Okay, now if I want to only include this gymnosperm and angiosperms, so gymnosperms and angiosperms are included in the Spermatophyta, plants having sperms, Spermatophyta. Okay, so here in this video lecture we talked about the 5 kingdom classification, some brief 5 kingdom classification what Whittaker want to give. Okay, we have already gone through this kind of classification, its basic characteristic in chapter 2 biological classification. Here we are focusing only in this chapter, we are focusing only one kingdom, that is plant kingdom. Okay, this kingdom was a part of the 5 kingdom classification which was given by Whittaker in 1969. Cyanobacteria is included in kingdom Monera, not in Plantae. As I said, plants also includes algae. So since cyanobacteria is also known as blue-green algae, you do not confuse with it. Yes, this is blue-green algae, so should be included in plant kingdom. No, this is not the thing. Cyanobacteria is included in Monera, kingdom Monera. We look into the brief what all topics and what all which kind of classification we would be moving through in this chapter. So kingdom Plantae we would be studying like this. Like Plantae is divided into 2, cryptogamy and phanerogamy. Crypto means hidden gametes वाले जो plants है, they are further in divided into 3: algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes. In case if we talk about phanerogamy, that means visible gametes, they are divided into 2: gymnosperms and angiosperms. In case if we start with cryptogamy having algae are divided into 3. What are those? Chlorophyceae, rhodophyceae, phaeophyceae. That means green, red and brown algae. We would be discussing in detail the general characteristics of algae, the characteristics of the types of algae, its examples, its importance, and we will be moving in the same fashion for all these plants. Okay. In algae, they do not have embryo stage. Okay, they do not have vascular tissue. They have thalloid body. That means no true root, stems, and leaves. In case if I talk about bryophytes, liverworts, hornworts, and mosses are the types of bryophytes. They are having embryo stage but lack vascular tissue. They also have thalloid body as same as algae. In case if we talk about pteridophytes, are the first plants to have vascular tissue. That means they are developed than bryophytes. Bryophyte is developed than algae because they are having embryo stage. In algae, since the zygote is not further dividing, there is lack of embryo stage. Pteridophytes are also having embryo stage. Okay, they are also having vascular tissues. They are in fact the first plants to have vascular tissue. They do not have thalloid body. That means they have true roots, stems and leaves, as in case of a simple plant which you observe around yourself. Okay. Now, in case if we talk about phanerogams, okay, you have to also remember the types of pteridophytes like Pteropsida, Lycopsida, Coelopsida and Siphinopsida. Okay, we would be studying in detail again. I would be, making you study these types, its examples, and when we would be, discussing about pteridophytes in detail. Now, in case if we talk about phanerogamy is further divided into 2, that is gymnosperms and angiosperms. Gymno, naked sperms. Angiosperms are, involving major of flowering plants. Okay. So, in case if we talk about gymnosperms is involves these types Psychopsida, Psychedopsida, Coniferopsida and details. In case angiosperms, it is dicot and monocot. About these, their examples again in detail, and we will be reaching to this topic after starting with algae. Now in the next class or in the next video lecture, we won't be starting with algae, but first of all we would be looking into the classification systems like artificial classification system, natural classification system, and phylogenetic classification system. What all these what all these include in classification system, or all those things we would be covering in the next video lecture.